to the start of the race. John Dunn. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we're good to go. I had to reboot
15 seconds to the start of the race.
13.5 four-wheel drive. Buggy B main. Hit the track. Let's go. Track is hot. Track is yours.
Less than 5. Jake Sauerkos. Derek Green. Lance Sargent. Scott Grout.
And shut him down, shut him down, shut him down. Randy Chong, your BQ. Lance Sargent going to start off in that number 2 spot. Derek Green, 3. Jake Zorkos, 4. Eric Gilpin, 5. John Dunn, and Scott Grout. Drivers ready, marshals ready, single file through that first couple corners on the tone, less than 5. We are racing. Oh. Great battle here for your top 3. Down that straightaway goes your leader, Lance Sargent, bringing Jake and Derek with him. Jake Zorkos in that white NT. Oh, Jake going to eat it. Going to move Derek into that number 2 spot.
4
Bring
minutes
him down
left.
up to 3. Jake now going to get back up into that number 3 spot, trying to catch up. Only 1 corner back from Derek Green. So battle for the bump is 2 and 3. Working their way to the right side into that rhythm section. Over that center double. Derek getting lucky, landing on the right side of the pipe. So Derek Green in that number 2 spot now, working through the left side. Up the elevated corner, a minute 30 into this one, 3:30 to go. Derek Green still showing 2, Jake Zorkos 3, followed by John Dunn, Eric Gilpin, Randy Chong, Scott Grout. We've got ourselves a little bit of a battle, 1 and 2 down that straightaway. Lance Sargent. He's got Derek
3
Green
minutes
right
left.
behind. Oh, Lance a little bit slow through that right side switchback, the 180. So 1 and 2 is the battle right now. Jake Zorko's not terribly far behind, about 4.5 seconds in that 3 spot. So battle now going to be 2 and 3. Lance
2 minutes left.
is 4.5 seconds up on the battle for the bump. 2 and 3 with 2 minutes to go. Oh, there it is, a battle, a change of position, and going back and forth, 2 and 3 into that front rhythm section. Derek Green and Jake Zorkos chasing Lance Sargent. Straight away, clear. One minute, 10 seconds. Derek Green now 5 seconds up on Jake Zorkos.
One minute left.
So Lance right now on cruise control, working his way up the elevated corner. Nice job working through traffic there. So leader parking it inside the pipe. He had 6 seconds to give up. 30 seconds to go. Lance now going to actually have a little bit of a challenge here from Derek. So down the straightaway, across the line, Lance Sargent, Derek Green here as well. 1.6 seconds of separation. 20 seconds left on the clock. 4.5 seconds up on Jake. So Jake running 3, still has a chance. It might take some outside intervention. So Derek down the line. Jake to the elevated corner now. Gap was 4.7 last time.
Jake
by.
Sauerkos done.
Jake going to get caught at the line, 18 flat. Lance
Guilt
Sargent, Derek Green. You
Randy
guys are
Chong
moving up
done.
into that A main.
John done.
Finish laps you're on, drivers. Finish laps
Lance
you're
Sargent
on.
done. Derek Green done. All drivers are finished.
That is a race.
Scott
All stop,
Grout
all
done.
done. Lance Sargent,
race is
Derek
completed.
Green. Move to race 18. You have plenty of time. I need all of my drivers right back out here, plus a couple volunteers. Stadium Truck B main up next.
Up next, race number 10. 2WD 13.5 Stadium Truck by Extreme RC Northwest. B main. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
Again, marshals to position. I need every one of those marshals, plus a couple volunteers. Again, all 7 of you guys, plus a couple volunteers. I've got 2 back to back, so I need I need a couple volunteers.
30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Need marshal to the middle. Marshal to the middle to 4. Marshal to 4.
Less than 5.
Thank you, Brody. Drivers, track is hot. Track is yours.
James Brown. Travis Miller.
Stadium Truck B main.
Abe Talbot.
Coming up here in just a
Lance
second.
Sargent.
Our B main of Stadium Truck presented by Extreme RC
Andrew Chong.
Northwest. Speaking of Extreme
Levi
RC
Lalone.
Northwest, if you've got a
Aiden
tab
Peterson.
open at Extreme,
Zach Lalone.
go get that settled down, please. Don't stress them out right before Christmas. So we got a race number 10 coming up now. Race number 10 coming up now. Ryan Yoder, are you up there? Copy. All right. Did you guys warm it up? Did you guys warm up or no? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, I forgot. All right, Levi to the 1. Abe to the 2. Lance to the 3. followed by Zach and James. Leave 6 open, leave 7 open. Travis Miller 8, Aiden Peterson 9, Andrew Chong 10. Drivers, what's going on there? James Brown right behind Zach. There we go. All right, drivers ready. Marshall's ready. Top 2 moving on to the A. On the tone, less than 5. Travis unfortunately losing a wheel nut. Abe Talbot, Zach Lalone, Aiden Peterson, you're 1, 2,
4
3.
minutes
So
left.
Abe in the white with some speckles. Oh no, Abe gonna lose it. Moves Zach and Aiden up to the 1, 2. So the blue truck is Zach Lalone, Aiden Peterson in the pink and yellow. One and two starting to distance themselves from the field. Oh, caution straightaway, caution straightaway. Yeah, right there. So 1 and 2, as I said, distancing themselves
3
from
minutes
the
left.
field. James Brown up to that number 3 spot. So well done for James. Up the hill, down that straightaway in that number 3. Now showing Levi to 3. Levi in the green truck. So it's Zach, Aiden, Levi, your top 3. Top 2 separated themselves a ways from the field. Levi, Andrew, and James. That's 3, 4, and 5. That's your battle. Caution at the skip table. And leaders coming through. Blue is leader as well. So it's Aiden and Zach. You're 1 and 2 trying to punch their ticket into that A main. Levi Lalone, Andrew Chong running 3, 4. Followed by James, Abe, Lance, and
2 minutes
Travis, unfortunately out early. So Aiden Peterson driving a Lalone painted body makes it a little bit of a challenge to keep track of who's in what truck, because I mean that looks like a Zach Lalone body. So Levi is making it even more confusing. He's running a green truck, all green, which gives me flashbacks. I expect to see a Brett Wilson XT2 underneath there. So down the straightaway for your top 2. 1:20 to go as they come across the line. Hot lap on track now belongs to Zach Lalone. 15.450. That's a broken truck. So Andrew unfortunately breaking a ball cup. So Aiden
1
and
minute
Zach
left.
ahead of Levi by 6 seconds now. So Levi is third place in green. Black wheels front, white wheels rear. James Brown another 9 seconds back on that number 4 spot. Abe another 4 back in 5. And Lance in that number 6 spot. First and second have distanced themselves from the field, pretty much on lock. 30 seconds to go. Just got to keep it together. So Aiden Peterson trying his best to make the A main in all three classes despite not making qualifying today. So Aiden getting by for a victory
James
lap.
Brown done. Levi Lalone done. Lance Sargent done. Abe Talbot done. Aiden Peterson done.
That is a race all stop all done. Aiden Peterson and Zach Lalone taking those top two spots. Moving to the A main. Levi Lalone, a good battle for three, followed by James, Lance, and Abe.
The race is completed.
Race 19, you got plenty of time.
Up next, race number 11. 17.52 WD Buggy by Reset Espresso. B main.
What?
1 minute to the start of the race.
Oh, right. Yeah. Gotcha. I was confused. You're a little older than the last time I remember seeing you. Who's this? Oh, yeah, that's Ryan's boy. Thank you.
45 seconds to the start of the race. .30 seconds to the start of the race.
Where's my marshals at? I had a full field of... Oh, they're all in this race, too. All right, help me out with some marshals, guys. Help me out with some marshals, please.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
Thank you guys for the Marshall Support Drivers Practice. Hot Track is yours. 75 two-wheel drive buggy presented by Reset Espresso.
Mark Rodriguez.
And just another friendly reminder,
Chris
if
Painter.
you've got a tab hanging out
Thomas
at
Richardson.
Extreme RC
Jake Sauerkos.
Northwest, go get that
Brody
settled,
Sauerkos.
please.
Aiden Peterson.
Again, if you have a tab out
Edio.
at Extreme RC Northwest, go get that settled. Go see Kendall. Get that settled
Levi
so they
Lalone.
can get cleaned up. I believe Scott's got to go work the storm, so if we can get them out of here as soon as possible, that would be fantastic. Again, if you've got a tab hanging out at Extreme RC Northwest, go get that taken care of.
Aaron McMorrin.
Got checks on all drivers. Let's go ahead and shut them down. Ryan Yoder, unfortunately not able to make it. Yoder's in a meeting. Yeah, Yoder's in a meeting. His boy came up here and said, hey, he's not here, and that's a bummer. So Chris Painter going to roll off from that number 1 spot. See if we can get everybody off the hill there. So Chris, Aaron, and Jake, your top 3. Eddie Goodrich going to start 4. Aiden Peterson rolling out from the number 5 spot. Brody Zorko 6, followed by Thomas, Levi, and Mark. So yeah, go ahead and, okay, Mark starts 10. 9 should be Levi. Thomas, you're starting 8. You guys figured this out in the back yet? Let's go. Okay, I don't know why not. Chris Painter, Aaron McMorrin, Jake Zorkos, 1, 2, 3. Eddie Goodridge, Aiden Peterson, Brody Zorkos. That's 4, 5, 6. Thomas Richardson, Levi Lalone, Mark Rodriguez is 7, 8, 9. Or 8, 9. Yeah, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I'm double extra confused. Thomas and Levi swap places. Yeah. All right. Give Aaron just a second here, and we'll get back going. Mike, what's going on with that car? Oh, he grabbed the wrong car? Okay. Yeah, have him grab the right car, and I'll get him rechecked in. That's a good thing to pay attention to. All right, yeah. I mean, I don't know that he'd do worse with a 21.5 car. Like, I don't mean that to be rude, but I mean, it's like it's easy to drive a 21.5 car sometimes when everyone's being silly around you. All right, Aaron, go ahead and cross the loop, please. I got to fix your transponder now. Set to driver. Get back in line and we'll
Aaron
get going.
McMorrin.
All right, that's probably the funniest 1-minute call I've seen in a while. All right, driver's ready. Marshall's ready. Keep it clean. On the tone, less than 5. Nice little freight train of buggies, 5 or 6 of them working together. Oh, caution, get onto the straightaway. Yeah, right there. So Chris Painter off to an early lead, but he's got company. Jake Zorkos right behind him. Eddie Goodridge, Brody Zorkos. Oh. Guys, it is possible to see past the end of your own car. I just want you to know that.
4 minutes left.
All right, so Chris Painter and Jake Zorkos is your battle for 1-2. Eddie Goodridge, Brody Zorkos, your battle for 3-4. They're only 3 seconds back from the bump. So you're 1-2, working over the skip table. Up the hill, down that straightaway now. 3-4, Brody getting around Eddie that time by going down the straightaway. Showing 3.7 back from the bump. So top 2 separated by just 0.2. Oh, Jake getting away with it. Oh, no. Claps wheels with Chris. No harm, no foul. Just 3-4 car lengths of separation. Down that straightaway they go. 0.4 of a second is what they show. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in this one. Good battles down the field. Chris and Jake, you're 1-2. Brody, Eddie, Aaron, and Levi battling through 6. Thomas, Aiden, and Mark battling through the bottom of the field. Who did we lose?
3 minutes
Jake.
left.
So Brody Zorkos finding his way around Pop's going to make his way up to that number 2 spot, but he's got company. Eric McMorrin in the proper car in that number 3 spot. That's red to white. Battle is green and red and white. So green down the straightaway with red and white behind. That's battle for 2 and 3, Brody and Aaron. Jake not far off in that number, 4 spot. So Jake and Aaron up to the elevated corner. That's your battle for the bump, 2 and 3. Got Jake now right behind him. Brody, Aaron, Jake You're 2-3. Oh, an inside look there. Aaron had the inside look, couldn't quite get the drive out of the corner. Oh, another inside look
left.
there by Aaron. So 2 minutes to go. That battle heating up. Brody Zorkos pushing maybe a little bit harder than he needs to be, overdriving those corners, giving Aaron the look. But Aaron also overdriving, scrubbing too much speed, not able to pull it through. 1:40 to go as they come across the line. Brody and Aaron, separation 0.2. Brody going to make a mistake right here. Jake going to get by. Battle not going to be Aaron, Jake, and Brody, 2, 3, and 4. So Aaron holding steady down that straightaway. Jake and Brody just got to hold station, try and catch back up to Aaron. Meanwhile, your first place car is Chris Painter. He's 3 seconds up. That's only a mistake. Chris coming to the line. Speaking of mistakes, a red lap there, 16-3. Aaron and Brody now back to it, 2 and 3. They're 2.7 back, 9/10 the separation for 2 and 3.
1 minute left.
Aaron, red to white, white wheels up to the elevated corner right now. The green down that back straightaway. Separation was 0.9. Now going to be 1 flat, 5-0 seconds to go. Brody clipping the corner just a little bit. Aaron trying his best, holding it together. Down that back straightaway, coming across the line. Aaron and Brody, 1.9 seconds in separation. So 25 seconds to go. It'll get by for this one, +1. The gap is 2 seconds, so Aaron still has to run 2 perfect laps to keep it locked in for that A main. Down the straightaway, your second place and third place car. The battle's going to be to the line. Brody having a great run here, up from that 7th
Mark
starting
Rodriguez
spot. Done. So Aaron,
Aiden
as
Peterson
time expires,
done.
going to keep it clean
Thomas
to that front
Richardson
rhythm.
done.
Couple more
Levi
corners
Lalone
to go.
done.
Up that elevated
Chris
corner.
Painter done.
Down the and Brody going to
Aaron
lose.
McMorrin done.
Going to roll it over. Going to fall
Jake
back to
Sauerkos
that
done.
5 spot.
Eddie O
Jake
done.
and Eddie going to slide
All drivers
by.
are finished.
Brody, no
Sauerkos
need
done.
to hang your head.
The
That
race
was
is
an
completed.
excellent battle, excellent run. Chris Painter, Aaron McMorrin going to get your bumps. Jake Zorkos, Eddie Goodridge, Brody Zorkos going to finish your lead lap cars, followed by Thomas, Levi, Mark, and Aiden. Moving to race number 20, you have plenty of time.
Up next, race number 12. 2WD modified buggy by Garage Door Guys LLC B Main. John Wayne. Mike Stanton. Bryant Carlson. Toby Jenkins. 1 minute to the start of the race. Joseph Hudson. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Thunderclap.
All right, driver's track is hot. Track is yours.
Magic Man. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Slammin' Sammy. Less than 5.
Two-wheel drive modified B main about to start. Straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. Two-wheel drive modified presented by Garage Door Guys LLC. Sam Maas starting on the pole. Brett Wilson going to start 2. Mike Stanton 3. John Wayne, Toby Jenkins rounding out your top 5. Joseph Hudson, Bryant Carlson, and Paulie Fitchett. Drivers ready. Marshals ready. We're starting on the tone in less than 5. That is a start. So Sam Ma's out front. The battle's going to be 2, 3, and 4. Mike Stanton, Brett Wilson, Toby Jenkins, you're 2, 3, and 4. Oh, losing one, losing Stanton. Wilson back to that number 2 spot.
4 minutes left.
So it's Maz, Wilson, Jenkins, your top 3. Stanton and John Wayne rounding out your lead group, followed by Bryant, Pauly, and Joseph Hudson. Top 5 cars evenly spaced as they work their way down the straightaway. And top 5 separated by just 4 seconds. Minute 40 down. You got now 3:15 to go. That lead battle. Sam has about twice the lead over everybody else. And then it's the rest of them. And they're all running really close
3 minutes
together.
left.
Down that straightaway they go. Good pass right there by Stanton over John Wayne. Little give and take from a couple of experienced racers right there. One showing speed, one seeing it. Down that straightaway they go. Easy does it. Smart move there by Toby Jenkins, backing out at the end of the straightaway. Oh, Sam getting up on 2 wheels. So Brett Wilson now all over the back wing of Sam Maz. And Mike Stanton forcing the issue here, trying to get around Brett Wilson. Outside, inside look, down that back straightaway. Good, clean battle. Another outside, inside look. Oh, muscling through. So Sam Maz still
left.
holding 1. Stanton, Wilson, and Jenkins through 4. John Wayne, Bryant, Carlson rounding out the rest of your lead group. That is a minute 45 left on the clock, drivers. A minute 45 remaining. Again, we're chasing Sam Maz. He's got the lead. Mike Stanton wants it. You're 1 and 2 down the straightaway. 3, 4, 5 down the straightaway. I should say 3 and 4 down the straightaway. Oh, Toby tapping out. So Brett Wilson, no pressure right now. And Sam Maz has a ton of pressure. That Team Losi ride of Mike Stanton putting the pressure on that Tekin-powered Associated. Oh, and Sam going to clip the pipe just a little bit. Going to hold on to that number 2 spot. Does not go upside down, but does lose the lead. You're 1, 2, and 3 together on the straightaway.
1 minute left.
Stanton looking racy here in the B mains. Again, a reminder, this is not a door all day long. This is not a door. "35 seconds ago. Top 3 separated by 1.7. 2 and 3 is the battle. Wilson all over the back wing of Sam Maz. Stanton starting to pull away just a little bit. Oh, tapping wheels just a tiniest little bit. Sam going to give up that 2 spot. Brett Wilson down the straightaway. They have completed 19. They are showing 20. Wilson and Maz is going to be the battle to the line. Down the straightaway they go.
Magic Man done.
Brett
Slam
Wilson
Sammy
caught
done.
at the line, going to take that second bump. Mike Stanton on a victory lap.
Toby Jenkins done. John Wayne done. Bryant Carlson done. Thunderclap done.
Great battle.
Mike Stanton
top
done.
3, top
All drivers
5
are finished.
in that race. Mike
Joseph
Stanton
Hudson
and
done.
Brett Wilson going to
The
come
race
out
is
on
completed.
top. Sam Maz, Toby Jenkins, John Wayne, Bryant Carlson, Joseph Hudson, and Paulie Fitchett.
Up next, race number 13. Novice by Team Associated.
All right, let's get some volunteer marshals to help out with this one. I want my modified B main to come back for senior buggy. Again, I need volunteer marshals out here for this one. Two-wheel drive, novice is up. Novice is up, race 13.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, it's novice
30 seconds to the start of the
time.
race.
Novice time. If I get done shaking after that last race, that was good. All right, so you guys, let's get you checked. Let's one at a time check you. Olivia, go ahead. Take your lap. Kylie.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Braden.
Olivia Guerrero. Braden
Kylie,
Yoder.
Braden. Kylie,
Yoder
out there.
time.
There you are. And Kyle.
Less than 5.
William.
William Chavez.
Mark. Kaysen.
Mark Christofferson. Kaysen Sargent.
Ryan. Charlie.
Ryan Christofferson. Charlie Berry.
Ace.
Ace Utzler.
All right, you guys take 2 laps, warm them up. 2 laps. Let's get the wiggles out. Wiggles out. 2 laps, warm them up. But don't break them. Be kind to those cars. Be kind. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. You know that. All right, one more lap, and we're going to grid you up. One more lap, grid you up. All right, no more laps, no more laps. If you don't know your grid spot, hold back, and I'll call you forward. Hold back, and I'll call you forward. Olivia, we're going to get you to the front. All right, Olivia, it's Kylie, Braden, Kyle, William. You look at you guys. Look at these novice drivers already knowing where to grid. This is a beautiful thing. And then Mark is Kaysen, Ryan, Charlie, and Ace. Interesting grid on the hill there, but you guys must be putting them against the board. It's holding. Okay. It's all that pop in those 21.5s. All right, so novice, you guys are not going to go crazy and try to pass on the straightaway. You're going to get through the first sweeper. You're going to come around and go racing after we come through the sweeper. Corner's ready. I'm missing one. I'm missing one on 3. Hey, you 2 girls that are together, down here on 3. One of you. You know what's funny? You guys don't know that novice corner's novice. I love that. So new to DieHard. You're stuck now. You're stuck now. All right, here we go. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. On the tone. That's a start. All right, here we go into our A mains. Stream is running up to speed finally here. We got caught up. Our upload is horrendous here on our, we got just a regular old cell service. Verizon's been tapping out lately. If you got any pull at Verizon, tell them to get their stuff together.
Four minutes left.
If anybody has a Starlink satellite, I want to do some testing with my live stream before I purchase. So if anybody has a Starlink satellite, I would love to borrow it. Another one. All right, clean it up, you guys. Clean it up now. Rough start for a couple of these drivers here. They're going to have to put their heads down. We're 1:30 in. It's William, Olivia, Kyle, and Kylie, top four with Braden in the 5. 3:23 to go. Olivia only 2.8. Clean it up through here. Clean it up, Kylie and Olivia. Work it out. So Olivia to the lead. Corner, corner. Get there, get there. Oh, it cleaned itself up a little bit. Oh, that is
3 minutes left.
Kylie upside down. So Kylie having a rough start. She's going to have to clean up her laps here to march through the pack. 2:50 to go. Olivia, Kyle, Braden, Kylie, William, Charlie, Kaysen, Mark, Ace, and Ryan. Christofferson having a good run here. Kyle coming through into the 2. Braden in the 3. Kylie now putting a run on the back of her brother. The Yoder battle happening on track. Right here, look at them beat and bang on each other. Down the hill they go. Oh, my goodness. It's going to be a long ride home. Braden, you need a ride home from your sister. So Kylie coming around, taking over the 3. Braden was upside down.
Left.
That was good racing between those two as they come across. I'm wrong. Braden's still out front. I'm looking at the wrong car for Braden. I'll figure it out. Right there. I think he's your blue car, right, Tony? Blue car's Braden with yellow wheels. Red car, let him go. You're not in this battle. Thank you. William Chavez in the 4, 5. Charlie in the 6. But your leader, Olivia, 9.7. Go, go. Yep, that's battle there. Okay, Marshall, jump down. Okay, and then back to the other car. Olivia checked out 7.2. Kyle's going to have a lot of work to do to get back to for the lead, but Kylie and Braden still locked in a battle here, brother and
1
sister.
minute left.
On the drop down there. Elevated corner was they both got through that really nice. Ups. Oh no. Kylie making a mistake. Braden making a mistake, but Kylie getting it back on her tires. 43 seconds. 40 seconds. We'll see if Braden can reel in Kylie. Now 2.9. So the rest of the order goes 5. William, 6. Charlie. 7 for Ryan. Kaysen, 8. 9 for Ace. Mark is your 10. But Olivia classing the field here. Onto the elevated corner. Down the straightaway. Olivia, 14 seconds. See if she gets one more. She may with these lap times. Nope, she will finish it on this one. So Olivia on her victory lap right here. 3, 2, 1. Race them to the line. Race them to
William
the line.
Chavez done. Yoder time done. Olivia Guerrero done. Mark Christofferson done.
We got
Braden Yoder done.
your winner,
Hutzler done.
Olivia Guerrero.
Kason Sargent
Kyle
done.
Christofferson in the 2. Where is Kyle? I have not seen him finish.
Ryan Christofferson done. Kyle
Okay,
Christofferson
Kyle
done.
was that far ahead.
All drivers
that
are
allowed
finished.
him to
Charlie
finish in
Berry
the
done.
2. And
race is
Kylie
completed.
in the 3. Braden 4. William 5. Ryan, Charlie, Kason, Mark, and Ace.
Up next, race number 14. Senior Buggy 55 Plus by Badger Machine Works. A main. One minute to the start of the race. Mike Hood. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
I should not have cars moving. You guys should not be moving. I need marshals back out here. Race 12 back out to Marshall. That's my two-wheel drive modified B main. Back out to Marshall.
30
Two-wheel
seconds
drive
to the start of the
modified B
race.
main, back out to Marshall. Two-wheel drive modified B main, back to Marshall. Two-wheel drive modified B main, back out to Marshall.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
Again, two-wheel drive modified B main to Marshall. Two-wheel drive modified B main to Marshall. Still looking for two mod B main. Thank you, Toby. Still need one more in front of the driver's stand. One more in front of the driver's stand. One more Marshall. One more Marshall. Drivers, go ahead and warm them up.
John Dunn. Brian Butler. Gil. Guy Davey. Mike Swisher. Peter Nielsen.
Thank you, Bryant. All right. Shut them down, shut them down, shut them down. Eric Gilpin going to start on that number 1 spot, RTQ. Eric Gilpin starting on number 1. Peter Nielsen going to start off 2. Car 3, Mike Swisher. Car number 4 is going to be Brian Butler, followed by Mike Hood, John Dunn, and Guy Davey. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready. We're going to go on the sound of the tone in less than 5. Let's go ahead and try that again. False start. All right, Eric, Peter, Mike Swisher, Brian Butler, Mike Hood, John Dunn, and Guy Davey. Drivers ready, marshals ready on the tone in less than 5. Guys have to exercise some patience. Oh. In case you guys are wondering, RC car racing is not a contact sport. So Eric Gilpin checking out a little bit here. Peter Nielsen running a very competitive second. I almost said a solid number 2, but I didn't intend to make poop jokes. So Eric, Peter going upside down. John Dunn now going to pass
4
and
minutes
make
left.
that second. Oh no, and John loses a body and a receiver or a switch or something. So Eric Gilpin has opened up an 8.5-second lead, 1 minute 30 into this race. Our second place car is Mike Swisher working his way down the straightaway. His battle's going to be for 2 and 3. Mike Swisher, Peter Nielsen running 2-3. Mike Hood in that number 4 spot.
3 minutes left.
Halfway home, drivers. Mike Swisher, Peter Nielsen is the battle, 0.7 of a second. So Mike Swisher and Peter Nielsen virtually inseparable.
2
Down that
minutes
straightaway
left.
they go. Battle is for 2 and 3. Meanwhile, Eric Gilpin has worked his way around and has lapped almost the whole field. He's worked his way up to second place. Eric digging deep here in this A main. 1 minute 25 seconds left to go. Our senior buggy class presented by Badger Machine Works. That is Mike Hood. Makes a few odds and ends parts and says he doesn't want to be public facing, which I understand that. And he makes us some
1 minute
sticker
left.
sheets. We got banners. We got all sorts of cool stuff. Get your chassis protectors. So Mike Hood trying to finish this one strong. 45 seconds left to go. Eric, Mike Swisher, Peter Nielsen, your 1, 2, 3. John Dunn, Guy Davey, Brian Butler, and Mike Hood rounding out your field. Less than 10 drivers. 2 and 3, 1.2 now. That gap closing back up. Down
Field
the
done.
straightaway off. Peter going to get
Brian
caught
Butler
in the
done.
line.
Peter
Mike
Nielsen
Swisher
done.
getting by. So Peter going to fill out that third spot on the podium. Peter Nielsen, you're done.
Guy Davey done.
1 and 2 still hot. 1 and 2 still hot.
Mike Hood done. John Dunn done.
All right, Light Eric's done too.
All drivers are finished.
That's a race. All
Mike
stop,
Swisher
all
done.
done.
The race is
Eric
completed.
Gilpin, Mike Swisher, Peter Nielsen, your podium. John Dunn, Guy Davey, Mike Hood, and Brian Butler.
Up next, race number 15. 21.52 WD Buggy by Sanders Insurance Solutions. A main.
Tried to let me by, but I kept just. Don't look like I had any weird long laps.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Brian Butler, you did have a missed lap in there. I got that taken care of. All right, so Brian Butler going to wind up finishing 5. Guy Davey, Mike Hood. Race number 15 is up now. This is 21.5 A main. I need a marshal to the back right corner. Thank you, Steven. Tyler Jones, if you've got a minute, I'm up in the next one. If you could catch me for the next one. Thank you, sir. All right, let's go
1
ahead
minute
and
to the
get you
start of the
guys
race.
warmed up. Thank you guys for the marshal support.
Brett McCarty. Mark Rodriguez. Chris Painter.
I
Randy
don't know about
Chong.
you guys, but I enjoy the
Edio.
55 plus
Rod Miller.
class. I like
Derek
that
Green.
you guys aren't locked
Aaron
in by
McMorran.
motor.
Guy Davey.
It's cool that you guys have a
45
place to be able
seconds
to
to
go
the start
play
of the
like,
race.
and
Aiden Peterson.
not worry about, you know, some fast guy kid getting mad because you're in the way. I think it's better. Yeah, no doubt.
30
no
seconds
doubt.
to the start of the race.
All right, shut him down, shut him down, shut him down. Oh, that one's sounding terrible.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah, it's reading 15. All right, Eddie Goodridge, your top qualifier. Mark Rodriguez in
Less than 5.
Chris Painter going to roll off from that 3 spot. Guy Davey 4. Aaron McMorran going to round out your top 5, followed by Brett McCarty, Randy Chong, Derek Green, and your bumps, Aiden Peterson and Rod Miller. Drivers ready, marshals ready. Keep it clean through those first couple corners. Keep it clean the whole race. Single file through those first couple corners. On the tone in less than 5. Oh, let's try that again. All right, one more time. Eddie, Mark, Chris, your top 3. Guy Davey, Aaron McMorran, rounding out your top 5. Brett McCarty, Randy Chong, Derek Green, Aiden Peterson, and Rod Miller. One more time. Drivers ready, marshals ready on the tone. Less than 5. That is self-induced. We are racing. Oh, a little patience goes a long ways. Oh. Everybody getting the first couple of laps in. Mark Rodriguez, Eddie Goodrich, Chris Painter, your top three. Fourth place, Randy Chong, not far out of the picture, down the straightaway. All of them separated by about half a straightaway, 1 second apiece down the line.
4 minutes left.
Oh my goodness. So Eddie does a barrel roll, and he's got Chris Painter right there with him. Mark Rodriguez getting some breathing room. 2.7 seconds now. A minute 30 left, or excuse me, a minute 30 into this one. 3:30 left to go. Battle is 2 and 3. Eddie Goodrich, Chris Painter, as they work their way through the left side, up and down that elevated corner, down the line. Derek Green right in the middle of the battle for 2 and 3. Thank you very much. Chris doing everything he can to track down Eddie. Eddie working hard to catch back up to Mark Rodriguez. 2 down, 3 to go.
3 minutes left.
Big mover in this race is Randy Chong, running 4 from position number 7. Aiden Peterson running 6 from 9. Rod Miller 7 from 10. Just lean it up. Lean it up. Don't go through there. Thank you. 2.5 down, 2.5 to go. Halfway home battle. Oh, no. Leader getting wiped out by traffic. So Mark Rodriguez falls to 3 now with 2:15 to go. Eddie, Chris, Mark, 1, 2, 3 all together. Chris going to tap out. It's going to be Eddie
2
and
minutes
Mark
left.
down the straightaway, 1 and 2. Leaders in the front rhythm section working their way left side of the track up the elevated corner now. 1 and 2. Mark with an inside look. Not quite there. Minute 45 to go, drivers. So battle is out front. They're running in qualifying order. 1, 2, 3. Running 1, 2, and 3. Mark with an outside inside. Not quite. Oh, both of them make mistakes and fall in. Both of them should get marshaled together and go. Oh no, and Eddie gets pushed up into the pipe, loses the body. So they clap wheels at apex. Eddie's body comes off. 1 minute to go as Mark comes across the line. Meanwhile, Chris Painter has snuck by
left.
into that number 1 spot. So Chris and Mark with 5-0 to go as they come across the line. That is the battle. Chris Painter, Mark with the horsepower advantage down that back straightaway. In through that right side, through the switchback section. Mark with a nice inside line. Got to remember, it's 21.5. You can't give up all that momentum. Up the elevated corner. They're going to be showing 16 at the line. Should get this one +1. One and 2 showing 5 seconds. Maybe they don't get by. Down the straightaway, they've been in a little traffic. Chris
Mark
Painter gets
Rodriguez
by.
done.
for the
Guy
victory
Davey done.
lap. Mark Rodriguez
McMorran
caught at
done.
the line in 2. Aaron McMorran done in 3. Drivers race him to the line.
Brett
Chris
McCarty done.
Painter
Eddie O
on
done.
a victory lap.
Randy Chong done. Derek Green done.
No pressure,
Aiden Peterson
Chris.
done.
No pressure.
Rod Miller done.
And your winner down that straightaway and across the line, Chris
All drivers are finished.
Painter.
Chris Painter done. The
Chris
race is
Painter, Mark
completed.
Rodriguez, Aaron McMorran, your top 3, followed by Eddie, Randy, Aiden, Derek, Rod, Guy, and Brett. Great battle, top 3, top 4, that whole race. Race 16, your guys are up. Masters two-wheel drive buggy presented by Team Losi Racing.
Up next, race number 16. Masters 2WD Open Buggy by Team Losi Racing. A main. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Terry Stephenson. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Yeah. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
Alrighty, guys. Track is yours, guys. Track
Derek
is
Farmer.
yours. Go ahead and warm them up.
Mike Stanton. Less than 5. Tony Corliss. Joseph Hudson. Ricky Bobby. Magic Man. Brandon Dyke. Slammin' Sammy. Dan Bell.
Alrighty, guys. Straightaways closed. Straightaways closed. No new laps, please. No new laps. Let's get you guys lined up. Your top qualifier, Derek Farmer on the 1. Tony Corliss on the 2. Brett Wilson 3. Joe Hudson 4. Brandon Dyke 5. Sam Maas 6. Ricky 7. Terry Stephenson 8. Mike Stanton 9. Dan Bell 10. Okay. Alrighty, drivers, keep them clean. Can't win it in the first corner. Work together. Masters, A main. Race them on the tone in less than 5. Work together, guys. Work together. Nice, clean start. We are racing. Masters open buggy underway. A little bit of a 3-car breakaway out in front early on. "40 seconds in. Farmer, Corliss, Wilson, Dyke, Stephenson, Hudson, Bell, Maas, Stanton, and Ricky. Farmer feeling the pressure from Corliss down the straightaway.
4 minutes left.
9/10 is a separation 1 and 2. Wilson sitting in that 3 spot. Not too far out. 1.2 off of 1 and 2 here. Through the switchbacks into the corner table. Down that straightaway they go. 1, 2, and 3. Brandon sitting in that 4 spot. 1.1 off of Wilson. Brandon missing round 2 of qualifying. Having to put some idler gears in this thing. Looking good here running inside the top 5. 130 down. 3:30 to go, guys. 130 down. 3:30 to go. Farmer in the green and orange yellow wheels coming up on the back of Mike Stanton. That is your leader. Corliss right there with him on that back bumper. Brett Wilson in that 3 spot. 1, 2, and 3. A bit of a breakaway. Then it's to Brandon. Corliss making a move on the outside of Farmer. Corliss going to take over that top spot. Farmer going to drop down to that 2 spot. Down the straightaway. Wilson
3
not
minutes
too
left.
far out of it. 2 down and 3 to go, guys. 2 down and 3 to go. Corliss, Farmer, Wilson, Dyke, Stephenson, Hudson, Stanton, Bell, Bozier, and Maz. The all blue, yellow wheels through the switchbacks coming up on the back of Dan Bell. Bell, you got leaders coming. Farmer sitting on that 2 spot. Brett Wilson in the 3. Not too far off that 1-2 battle. Brandon Dyke in that 4. Starting to reel in Wilson here into the front side double. Brandon goes a little bit wide there. Recovers it nice and quickly with 2:15 left to go. Battle heating up 3 and 4. Wilson and Dyke. Into this front side double. 3 down and 2 to go. 3 down and 2 to
2
go.
minutes left.
Corliss starting to stretch that lead over Farmer to 7/10 of a second. Brandon Dyke has Brett Wilson in his sights with 1:45 to go. Corliss, Farmer, Wilson, Dyke, Stevenson, Hudson, Stanton, Bell, Bozier, and Maz. Race number 16 is on track. Race number 17, 4-wheel drive mod buggy. You guys should be on deck, ready to go right after this one. Oh, Wilson going down after that infield double, having to get Marshall. Going to give Brandon Dyke that 3 spot. See what happens at the line when Wilson comes down. Wilson was sitting in a good podium spot there with 1:15 to go. Oh, one mistake. Going to lose 3 spots there on that back bumper of Terry Stephenson and Joe Hudson now. 4 down. 1 minute left to go, drivers. 1 minute to go. Tony Corliss, 1.8 out in front of Derek Farmer. Down that straightaway. Working his way down into the short chute, into the front side double here. The all blue, yellow wheels. Team Associated B7. Looking good down that back straightaway with 40 seconds left to go. Corliss, Farmer, Dyke, Hudson, Wilson, Stevenson, Stanton, Bell, Maz, and Bozier. Corliss going a little bit wide there here in that front side double. Having to back out of it to keep it in its lane. Caution straightaway, go inside straightaway, clear. 10 seconds left to go, drivers, 10 to go. Keep them rolling, drivers. Keep them rolling. Race them to the line, guys.
done.
Race them to the line.
Joseph Hudson done. Slammin' Sammy done. Terry Stephenson done. Tony Corliss done. Ricky Bobby done. Derek Farmer done.
Tony
Brandon
Corliss going to take the
Mike Stanton
win.
done.
Derek
All
Farmer
drivers are
2.
finished.
Brett Wilson coming
Dan
home
Bell
3.
done.
Joe Hudson
The
4.
race is
Stevenson
completed.
5. Dyke 6. Stanton 7. Bell 8. Maz 9. Ricky 10.
Up next, race number 17. 4WD Mod Buggy by 156 Graphics. A main. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Terry Stephenson.
All right,
15
race
seconds to
number
the start of the race.
17, four-wheel drive modified, presented by 156 Graphics. 156 Graphics in the house. That is Tyler Wilbur.
Less than 5.
Sticker sheets, pit boards. He's been experimenting, done a couple of sprint car wraps and things of that nature. 156 Graphics in the house. That is Tyler Wilbur. Let's go ahead and get a Marshall up on the hill to 2 and a Marshall in front of the driver's stand, please. Marshall to 2, Marshall in front of the driver's stand. Marshall to 2, Marshall in front of the driver's stand. Got 1 in front of the driver's stand. Still need a Marshall to 2, Marshall to 2. I have everybody out there that's supposed to be. I just need another guy up there to 2. I'm here. We got a couple back to back.
Magic Man. Aaron Brooks.
All right, driver's track is hot. Track is yours.
Milky. Tyler Jones. Matthew Miller. Raymond Shell. Sean O'Reilly. Towel. Slammin' Sammy.
All right, shut him down, shut him down, shut him down. Ashton Bristol, your top qualifier. Ashton Bristol, your top qualifier. Tyler Wilbur. Let's start off in position number 2. Tyler Jones, 3. Matthew Miller, 4. Aaron Brooks, Sam Maas, 5-6. Brett Wilson, 7. Ray Shell, Terry Stephenson, Sean O'Reilly. All right, drivers ready, marshals ready. Keep it clean. Single file through that first little section on the tone, less than 5. All right, everybody getting their first couple of laps. Battle is out front. Ashton Bristol, Tyler Wilbur.
Four minutes left.
Top two working their way up to the corner table, down that straightaway. A little bit of two-wheel action. Getting it back together, top two separated by half a second or less. Wilbur getting a good launch off the corner table that lap, following Bristol. Oh, that didn't work out very well. So 1-2, going to have some distance now. 3-4 going to be Matthew Miller, Aaron Brooks. They're about 5 seconds back from your lead pair. Rachel Terry Stephenson
3
battling
minutes left.
5-6. Brett Wilson, Sam Moz battling 7-8. Followed by Sean and Tyler. Tyler, unfortunately, out early. And it looks like we're losing Aaron as well. A couple of broken cars in this one at halfway. So Miller going to take third position all by himself right now. He's got 5 seconds back to the battle of Rachel and Terry Stephenson. Caution, corner table, inside corner table, clear.
Two minutes left.
3 minutes down and 2 minutes to go. Battle for 1 and 2 closed right back up. Wilbur on the back wing of Bristol. One and two can't seem to get separated. About 3 to 5 cars is all that they're getting between them. Down that straightaway, Wilbur pressuring Ashton Bristol. 1:15 left to go. Losing a Matthew Miller car as well from the third spot. So 1 and 2, going to be 17 seconds up on the field. Is Raymond Shell running 3 with Terry Stephenson in 4. Brett Wilson going to round out your top 5 now. Probably thermaled. So Ashton getting a little bit of breathing room. It's 0.4 of a second now. Hot lap on track belongs to Wilbur, though, with a 13-1. 30 seconds left to go for your top 2 drivers in through that front rhythm section. Over to the right. Down the straightaway they go to the right side. Battle is on. 1 and 2. Inside look by Wilbur. Basically touching as they go over the jumps. 15 seconds going to get by for this one at least. 12 seconds to go as they come across the line. They've completed 21. This is showing lap 22. Oh, Wilbur rolls up the back of Bristol, working their way left side. Oh, a tiny little clip of the pipe by Bristol.
Terry
Down that
Stephenson
straightaway. It's a drag race across the line. Ashton
done.
Bristol
Sean O'Reilly
taking the
done.
win. 0.047
Man
seconds, the margin
Slam
of
and Sammy
victory.
done.
Tyler Wilbur finishing 2. Race him to the
Raymond
line.
Shell done.
Race him to the line. Ray Shell going to take 3, followed by Terry, Brett, Sam, and Sean. That is a race. I'll stop. All done. What a show by these guys. Ashton Bristol, Tyler Wilbur. Well done.
The race is completed. Up next, race number 18. 4WD 13.5 buggy by Linwood Auto and Truck Service. A main.
Hey, on your way out, I want you to take a look at the table where we do registration and just see all the toys that were donated today. And I am just so thankful for all of you that brought toys. I mean, look at that haul.
1
We're
minute
going
to the
be
start
able
of the
to
race.
support a lot of kids through Toys for Tots. So thank you so much for your donations. We really appreciate it.
.45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we'll get my 4 mod drivers back out to Marshall, please. Ashen, nice drive, man. Way to hold up under pressure. Tyler Wilbur.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Well done. The number of surges, right? Catching him is the easy part, right? But the number of surges, where the little bit of traffic, like that was such a good battle to watch. Great drive.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, give me one more Marshall in that corner of the Techno banner, please, and we can get going. I see Tyler over there.
Less than 5.
Drivers, track is hot, track is yours. Sorry, Aaron, not trying to murder you. Are you?
Chris Painter. Travis Miller. Tony Corliss. Lance Sargent. Ricky Bobby. Cupcake. Tim Ungren. Derek Green. Red Spencer. Dan Bell.
I can either pick out the stupidest thing in a crowded room that I'm not even trying to listen to, or I can't hear anything except for the one thing that I'm looking at. Yeah. Shut it down, shut it down, shut it down. I hope that didn't come on the live mic. Oh, goodness. All right, Tony Corliss going to start off on that number 1 spot. Ricky Bozer, the 2. Dan Bell starting in position number 3, followed by Rhett Spencer and Travis Miller. Car number 6 is going to be Tim Ungren. Tom Bristol, 7, followed by Chris Painter, Lance Sargent, and Derek Green. Chris, Lance, Derek. Chris, Lance, Derek. What? Flip those two. There you go. That is good enough for me. All right. Well, that 4-wheel drive race was something. Man, we were so blessed to have some quality racers that can absolutely dice it up like that for 5 straight minutes. Drivers ready, Marshall's ready. Let's see if we can get some more of that here. 13.5 4-wheel drive action on the tone in less than 5. We are racing. This is 13.5 4-wheel drive buggy A main presented by Linwood Auto and Truck Service. Clean it up in the middle, guys. Clean it up. Ooh. So Tony Corliss, your leader, trying to turn those yellow wheels white, knocking every pipe through this little left-handed section. He's going to get it back together and settle down. Coming up to 1 minute down here, 4 minutes to go. Leader already catching traffic. Tony down that back straightaway in the number 1 position.
4 minutes left.
Going for the double win today. Trying to get the double win. Dan Bell running in that 2nd position. He's 1.1 back from Tony. So Tony, the light blue with the yellow wheels. White, yellow, blue with white wheels is Dan Bell. That gap 1.1, going to close up a little bit here, 1.0. Dan a little bit slow on this one, opening that gap up to Tony is going to be 2.5 now. Tony Corliss, 14 flat that last lap. That is hot lap on track. Battle right now is 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's find Ricky Bozer. Ricky at the end of the straightaway. Working his way now to the right side, double through the switchbacks. That is your 3rd place car. 4 Travis Miller, 5 Tom Bristol, 3, 4, 5 down the straightaway together. So base white with the flow orange. The yellow and the blue is Ricky Bozer down that straightaway in that number 3 position. Orange and blue going to be Travis Miller in 3, or in 4, I mean. And Tom Bristol going to be in the green and silver.
Two minutes left.
One minute and 45. Oh no, Dan Bell and Tom Bristol getting wadded up. Dan Bell was in that 2 spot, I believe that was for a lap. Dan's still going to be in that number 2 position. He's still got 4.5 seconds up on Ricky Bozer. So Ricky and Travis, the battle. Rhett Spencer in that 5 spot. Tom Bristol, Lance Sargent going to do battle 6 and 7. Catching up to the orange and blue, chasing the base
1 minute
white
left.
with the orange, blue, and yellow. With 1 minute to go, the best battle on track is that 3-4 battle of Ricky Bozer and Travis Miller. Travis with a little over a straightaway to overcome. Ricky to the line now. Travis down the straightaway and across the line. Gap is 3.7, 30 seconds to go. So Ricky keeping it clean, looking for a podium here in 13.5 Wheeler. Down that straightaway he goes, coming across the line. It was 15.2. So Tony Corliss is out front by 6. Dan Bell up on Ricky by 7. And drivers
Travis
this
Miller
time
done.
race him to the
Red
line.
Spencer done. Cupcake done. Lance Sargent done. Dan Bell done. Tim Ungren done. Chris Painter done. Ricky Bobby done. Tony Corliss done. All drivers are finished.
That
Derek
is a
Green done.
race. Tony
The race is
Corliss,
completed.
Dan Bell, Ricky Bozer, your podium. Travis Miller, a good charge in that 4 spot, followed by Rhett Spencer, Tom Bristol, Lance Sargent, Tim Ungren, Chris Painter, and Derek Green.
Up next, race number 19. 2WD 13.5 Stadium Truck by Extreme RC Northwest. A main.
I see that color and I'm having throwbacks, and I feel that needs Mugen stickers on it.
One minute to the start of the race.
I'm not sure what to do when they're right on top of you. Right? Like, do I stop? Or do I keep going?
Yeah, it's always a
45 seconds to the start of the race.
It's always a tough call. It's like nobody's trying to do anything stupid right here. We're just trying to get unstuck.
Right, I think when he fall off and then finally he gets off and he crashes, it's like, it's like, sorry.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right,
Scott
need a
Davis.
Marshall on the hill. Marshall on the hill. Thank you, Joe. I don't want you up on the hill. Yeah. I don't want you to fall through the
15
floor.
seconds to the
That's
start
not
of the
a fat
race.
joke. That genuinely has a 160-ish pound Marshall limit.
Less than 5.
125 kilograms? All right, driver's track is hot. Track is yours. Yeah, I'm at 125 too, Tom. Kilograms. Yeah.
Jackson Dunn. Tyler Jones.
I think I weighed 125
Matthew
in
Miller.
like third grade.
Zach Lalone. Raymond Shell. Randy Chong. Aiden Peterson. Towel.
All
Carson
right, looking for a
Phipps.
check. We got checks on all drivers. Straightaways closed. Straightaways closed.
Oh, Tyler Jones opened up his social media mouth this week. You asked for it. You got it. Jones, can you hold off Wilbur? Can you reel him in?
So Tyler Jones had such a great time down at Superior and enjoyed the high level of racing down there. He threw out the gauntlet. I think he called out Ashton specifically. He said, Ashton, get that truck out. Let's go. Well, Ashton didn't get his truck out yet, but next race, there's going to be some heavy hitters in truck, probably 5 or 6 of them, that are going to put trucks together, pull them off the shelf, blow the dust off, and that's going to be a pro truck class. Next race, January 4th.
Actually, we got to revisit that. Put my mouth on that before actually thinking through the point system. So I think we're in trouble on that. I think we're stuck with just keeping it the way it is and they let the cream rise to the top.
All right, well, then the consolation prize, all of you guys that normally make the A main that won't next race, don't be disappointed. Those guys are genuinely fast. All right, drivers, we've got a grid set. We got marshals in their position. For perspective, Tyler Wilbur would have qualified like 6 in the 2 mod A main with that 13.5 truck. So on the tone, less than 5. Easy does it, easy does it. Work together, boys. Wilbur out front, 21.513. He's 2 seconds up on Miller. Miller 2 seconds up on Jones. Jones and Phipps is the battle. So pink and purple over white is going to be your third place truck of Tyler Jones.
4
Miller
minutes
getting
left.
pinned against the pipe. So Miller falls to 4 now. Jones to 2. Phipps to 3. So it's Wilbur that just had a mistake. Jones now on the straightaway at the same time. Hold steady, hold steady. And sweeper clear. Wilbur, Jones, Phipps, your top 3. 1 and 2 together, working their way through the right side rhythm. Into that infield double. Thank you, Aiden. Thank you, Jackson. So 1-2 with a couple of cars between them and third position, which is now going to be Matthew Miller. Jones up on 2, brings it back, and a little bit of a scoot of Wilbur down that
3
straightaway.
minutes left.
I believe that's Wilbur's body dragging in the hard corner. Caution on the hill, caution on the hill. So Jones had an opportunity there. Oh, lucky, just enough. Wilbur gets all that time back. Jones back to 2. It's about 3 seconds. Make it 4. 2.5 down, 2.5 to go. Third place still Matthew Miller. He's 12 seconds back. Phipps 3 back. Fifth place is Aiden Peterson, followed by Jackson, Raymond, Zach, Scott, and Randy. Catching back up to the leaders. It's going to be Tyler Wilbur working the left side, trying to put a lap down. Trying to catch up to
2
Matthew
minutes
Miller
left.
to put a lap down. That's third place. Wilbur with some good car control gets it up on 2. Tyler Jones a few seconds back now. Oh, that's not it. So Wilbur dropped a 14-1 a couple laps ago. We got a 14-4 out of Jones. Jones now 9 seconds back in that 2 spot, pushing a little bit too hard. Third place, stuck on the inside of the corner. Got Joe Hudson there to rescue him. So Jones on a red lap here. I believe that's Wilbur going 1 lap up
1
on the
minute left.
field. And it is Wilbur making a statement here. .35 seconds to go. Carson Phipps getting around Miller. So Phipps and Miller, your battle now for 3-4. One 5 seconds to go as your leader comes across the line. That is
Towel
time.
done.
Race him to the line. Tyler Wilbur
Tyler
going to
Jones
take that
done.
victory by a
Carson
lap on
Phipps
the
done.
field. Jones comes home
Jackson
2.
Dunn done.
Carson
Randy
Phipps
Chong done. Matthew Miller
brings
done.
it home in position
Aiden
number
Peterson
3.
done.
Matthew Miller 4. Aiden Peterson rounding out your top 5.
Zach Lalone done. All drivers are finished. Scott Davis done.
Jackson Dunn
The
comes
race is
home
completed.
6, followed by Randy and Zach.
Up next, race number 20. 17.52 WD Buggy by Reset Espresso. A main.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you can't get it.
One minute to the start of the race.
Thank you. Yeah, the only thing left is the camera bag. Yeah, no, that needs to be out. All right, I need my marshals out here.
45
Marshals
seconds to
to
the start of the
track.
race.
Marshals to the track. Almost there. Second to last race of the after. Well, I guess it's evening now. Early evening.
30 seconds to the start of the race. Red Spencer. Jackson Dunn.
All right, I need a marshal over there to 6. Marshal
15
to
seconds
6.
to the start of the race. Chris Painter.
Thank you, Tyler.
Less than 5.
And track is yours, guys. Track is yours.
Seth Bozer. Travis Miller. Evan Margison. Lance Sargent. Aaron McMorran. Andrew Chong. Dan Bell.
And shut them down, shut them down, shut them down. Let's save you guys from yourself. Got cars facing the wrong direction. Rhett Spencer going to sit on the pole. Dan Bell going to start in that second spot. Jackson Dunn 3, Evan Margison 4, Andrew Chong 5, followed by Seth Bozer, Travis Miller, Lance Sargent, Chris Painter, and Aaron McMorran. Hey, Aaron, you have the right car? Grid looking good. Marshall's in position. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready. If Randy needs to be there, we're restarting anyway. On the tone, less than 5. Good start, guys. Good start. Dan Bell with the early mistake, going to fall back a ways. It's going to be Rhett Spencer, Jackson Dunn, Evan Margison. Dan Bell falls to 4 here, still in line. Jackson with a good move, going to take over that top spot. Dan Bell back up to that 3 spot with the inside look, trying to get around Rhett Spencer.
4 minutes left.
Oh, that's not it. So Jackson taking advantage of the wheel-to-wheel contact between Dan and Rhett right there. Minute 30 into this one, 3:30 to go. Oh, Jackson Dunn still holding on to that number 1. Oh, tapping. Nice patience by Dan Bell there. Down that straightaway, give and take. That's how we survive to race and battle at the end.
Three minutes left.
So Dan Bell pushing, trying to get there. So Jackson gave himself a stop and go right there when he crossed the lane. Dan Bell with the inside look. Dan had that line. Over to that front rhythm section. We're at halfway. We'll come back to that in just a second. Travis Miller running 3. That's orange and blue. He's battling with Evan Margison in 4. Lance, Rhett, Chris, Seth, and Andrew rounds out your field. Back to the front. 1 and 2 together. Nice sportsmanship there by Dan. Well done. So 1 and 2 down the straightaway right now. Still duking it out, wheel to wheel. Great battle. Dan gets the inside line.
2 minutes left.
Jackson's going to give that back to Dan here. Tuck in and follow. Let's go. So Jackson with a little bit less pressure now in that number 2 spot. Oh, and Dan goes wide. So Dan went wide. Jackson gets to the inside. A minute 30 to go. Nice inside line from Dan Bell. Battle 1-2. Battle 1-2. Let Dan. Yep. Go. Third place is Lance Sargent. It was 3.7. It's going to be less now. So Lance now bringing the heat in third position.
1 minute left.
Oh, and Lance going to go out of the park. So Jackson Dunn gets a little bit of breathing room here. 50 seconds to go. Going to be 48 when Dan crosses the line. Jackson still in that number 2 spot. Evan Margison up to 3. So Evan showing 1.5 back from Jackson. The base silver with the orange and yellow down the straightaway, 2 and 3 together. Jackson up. Oh, Evan tapping out. Gonna get stuck on the pipe. Collects Lance. Less than 10. 3, 2, 1. Drivers racing
Chris
to the
Painter
line. Dan
Jackson
Bell with
Dunn
the
done.
win. Gonna get the extra lap.
Andrew Chong
Jackson done.
Evan Margison done.
Gonna
Lance Sargent
finish up
done.
in position
Travis
number
Miller
2.
done.
I believe his
Red
first
Spencer
podium
done.
in 17.5.
Dan Bell done.
Race him to the line. Dan Bell, Jackson Dunn, Evan Margison, your podium. Lance Sargent, Travis Miller, Rhett Spencer, Chris Painter, Andrew Chong, and Seth Bozer.
The race is completed. Up next, race number 21.
Well
2WD
done.
modified buggy by Garage Door Guys LLC A Main.
Final race of the evening coming up. Two-wheel drive modified buggy A Main presented by Garage Door Guys LLC.
1 minute to the start of the race.
While we get our marshals back
45
out, we're going
seconds
to take
to the start
an
of the
opportunity
race.
to thank our sponsors one more time today. Reedy, Factory Team, Team Associated, Jake Concepts, Team Brood Racing, ProTech, EcoPower, A-Main Hobbies, Macklin Racing, Hobby Wing,
30
Vision
seconds
Racing,
to the
White
start
Glove
of the
Home
race.
Improvement, Clinic RC, 156 Graphics, RC Discharger, Badger Machine Works, Hobbytown Redmond, Garage Door Guys LLC, Techno RC, Wildy Events.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
156 Graphics, Team Losi Racing, and everybody who's been a part of this program all season so far.
Less than
Drivers,
5.
I've got marshals. Let's go ahead and get your cars warmed up and checked in.
Milky. Aaron Brooks. Magic Man. Mike
Four-wheel
Stanton.
drive was a wire-to-wire battle, 17.5
Tony
as
Corliss.
well.
Tyler Jones. Matthew Miller.
Looking for more of the same
Derek
here
Farmer.
in two-wheel drive modified.
Carson Phipps. Towel.
And straightaway closed, straightaway closed. Ashton Bristol, your top qualifier. Tyler Jones going to start 2. Aaron Brooks will roll off from position number 3. Matthew Miller from the 4. Car number 5 will be Tyler Wilbur. Carson Phipps, 6. Derek Farmer qualified in that 7 position. Tony Corliss in the 8. And our 2 bumps, Mike Stanton and Brett Wilson. Well, that's not quite it. There we go. All right, drivers ready. Marshals ready. Final race of the evening. Two-wheel drive modified, presented by Garage Door Guys LLC. Single file to the first couple corners on the tone in less than 5. Great freight train start here in two-wheel drive modified. Qualifying order for the most part all the way down to position number 8. One and 2. Battle here. Oh, Ashton getting some pressure from Jones. Jones with the look. Jones has been on one lately, trying to get it. He's really good at the end of that straightaway. And there
4
it is,
minutes
inside
left.
move right there. Tyler Jones to the point. Wheel to wheel action. We got a 4-way battle down that straightaway, led by Tyler Jones. Oh, and Jones going to short that double. Lands, Marshall is already getting somebody on this. Oh, that's not it. Easy does it, buddy. Easy does it. Settle down. You got plenty of time. 3.5 minutes to go. Ashton, Aaron, Derek, Carson, Brett, Matthew, Tyler Wilbur, Tyler Jones, Mike Stanton, Tony Corliss. 3:20 to go. So Ashton Bristol by 2.5. Aaron Brooks in the number 2 spot. Derek Farmer, your big mover, to 3.
Three minutes left.
Aaron into Derek Farmer in 3. He's got Brett Wilson right behind him and Matt Miller as well. So Derek, Brett, Matthew, Carson, that is your battle 3 through 6. Wilbur, Corliss, Jones, Stanton rounding out your field at halfway. Farmer keeping it tight to the pipe, getting down that straightaway. Matthew Miller muscling his way through a little bit. Wilson goes over. Leader getting hung up in traffic just a little bit. Again, that's Ashton Bristol.
2 minutes
is your
left.
leader, white, red, charcoal, gray. Aaron Brooks in that number 2 spot. He's about 1.5 up on Derek. Derek another 1.5 up on Matthew. Carson not far behind. So battle is 2, 3, 4, and 5 right now. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, that's Eric, Derek, and Matthew. Tyler, Carson, Brett not far back. 5, 6, 7. So Derek Farmer actually catching Aaron Brooks over the last couple of laps. Down that straightaway, you're 2, 3. Caution, 1 crossing lanes. Caution, 1 crossing lanes. Clear. So Eric and Derek and Aaron
1
is
minute
your
left.
battle for 2 and 3. Derek chasing Aaron. Matthew and Tyler rounding out your top 5. Brett, Tony, Carson, Tyler, Jones, and Mike Stanton rounding out your field. Battle now going to be 3 and 4 as Miller has caught Farmer. Oh, Miller tries to get to the inside, rolls a wheel. So Derek Farmer going to slide back to that number 4 spot. Wilbur has gotten by. Miller got by. Farmer back to 5. So Wilbur somehow has found his way up to 3 after riding 6, 7 for most of this race. 5 seconds left to go.
Caution on the hill, clear. Tony Corliss done.
Race him to
Tyler
the
Jones done.
line.
Aaron Brooks done.
Top 5 shaking
Mike
up a little
Stanton
bit.
done.
Miller goes upside
Chow
down,
done.
second to last lap.
Carson
Gonna be
Phipps
Derek
done.
Farmer back
Milky
up to
done.
4. It's going to
Derek
be
Farmer
Ashton
done.
Bristol taking that
Matthew
win.
Miller
Aaron
done.
Brooks and Tyler Wilbur rounding out your
All drivers
podium.
are finished.
Derek Farmer
Magic
comes
Man
home
done.
4, followed by Matt
The race is
Miller,
completed.
Brett Wilson, Tony Corliss, Carson Phipps, Tyler Jones, and Mike Stanton. That is a race. That is a race day. All stop, all done. Podium pictures in the foyer in just a moment. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for the donations to Toys for Tots. We'll see you guys all again on January 4th.